Hi guys, I welcome you all to EduTap, and here is another lecture with a very important topic under 5 MCQs a day. So our topic for the day is Ease of Doing Business Index. Now this index has been recently released just on 31st October, and this is very important from the point of view of your examination. And it is going to be thus relevant for RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A as well as SEBI Grade A. And let me just quickly tell you about the various courses which are being offered by us. So we have a SEBI Grade A course, then RBI Grade B as well as NABARD Grade A course. Also we are offering the IBPS AF4 test series and the video course for the specialist officer post. And telling you about this particular video, it is going to be helpful in the phase 2 of both SEBI and RBI, because both of them have ESI as a very important component, and in NABARD both the phases this series is going to be of a lot of help to you guys. And just let me tell you about our previous results, since we have been working in this field from quite some time now and we have been blessed with some brilliant results. In RBI Grade B of 2017, 27 of our students were selected. So that means 27 EduTapians could make it to the final list. And in the NABARD Grade A 2018, let me tell you that there were only 46 generalist seats and 20 of our students got selected. And in RBI Grade B, the result for which has recently been announced for phase 2, 220 selections in phase 2. So that means 220 of our students are going through the interview phase, and we are expecting a great result even here. And let us just start with today's topic. It is Ease of Doing Business 2018-19. So the index has been recently released. There will be 5 questions. You have to try and solve them if you know the answer. Even if you don't know, we'll see the solutions as well. And please do not forget to mention your score. Okay, so let us just start. So our very first question from the Ease of Doing Business Index is, the index for the year 2018 has been recently released by World Bank. What is India's rank in this index? So this is a typical exam question. First of all, you need to keep in mind that it has been released by World Bank, and secondly, the rank of India. So the options are here. Is it 100, 101, 77, 50 or 135? Just give it a try. And our answer to this question is option number 3, that is rank 77. So the index, which has been released by World Bank for the year 2018-19, has ranked countries on the basis of the ease of doing business. So that means starting the life of a business to covering all the phases. Now India's rank is 77, and last year India's rank was 100. So a 23-notch improvement is a big improvement, and that is why this becomes so much important for us. See, India has been ranked 77. You can just go through it once. It was ranked 100 last year and 130 in 2016 and 15 both. So you see, India has been consistently improving the rank from 142 in 2014. Particularly 2014 is important because that is the time when the present government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi took over, and they have taken a lot of steps in this direction. So till that time, in 2018-19, the index has ranked India at 77. So basically, a high ease of doing business ranking means the regulatory environment is more conducive to the starting and operation of a local firm. So that is what more important is, that how does a local firm operates and is it easy for them to start up a business. And India is also among the top 10 most improved economies according to the report Doing Business 2019. So I will just tell you here that basically this Doing Business report is there, and this report includes this Ease of Doing Business Index. Particularly this index is important, but this report is also important for us. Okay, some of the steps which have been taken by our government are listed here. You can just go through them. That India has amended its insolvency and bankruptcy code, and then there are other areas of improvement as well. That is, the complex tax structure was just out and this GST came in. And another initiative important is this National Trade Facilitation Action Plan. So this is also important. Just go through it once. And this is the graph. You can see the improvement of India starting from 2009, 133, and now India has reached 77. Okay, question number 2 is India has been ranked 77 in the Ease of Doing Business Index out of 119 nations. So which of the following nations has topped this ranking? So again an important question, because you have to know the nation which has topped any important ranking also, apart from knowing the rank of India. So it's your turn to solve the question. Which country is it? Is it Norway, Singapore, Denmark, USA, or New Zealand? Just give it a try. And our answer here is New Zealand. So yes, New Zealand is the nation which has been topping this ranking of ease of doing business from past 3 years. So that is why it is very much important. So this has been topped by New Zealand, and number 2 position was taken by Singapore. So these two nations are to be kept in mind, and both the nations have maintained their position since last 3 years. So on the other hand, India has been improving continuously from past 3 years. That is also important. And let me just tell you that for starting a business, New Zealand has the lowest number of procedures required. That means the shortest time in the world if you want to start a business in New Zealand, that would be 0.5 days. So here I've given, you can just see here that New Zealand has topped it. The top 5 nations are basically given here, followed by Singapore and Denmark. So top 3 nations are here, and some important things I've also mentioned here about the Doing Business report itself. So it has been ranking countries since 2003, although earlier the economies which were covered were only 133 with 5 indicators. So later on, as the it became an annual report, so number of economies increased. Now there are 190 economies in total with 11 indicators. So these are some very important informations. And our next question is, which of the following areas in the life of business has not been covered in the Ease of Doing Business Index for the year 2017-18? Now see, basically it is asking about the area which has not been covered. So you have to keep this in mind, that not is important here, and there are basically, we have just discussed 11 areas which are covered in the life of a business, starting right from its setup. So what do you think has not been covered in this particular year? Is it registering property, getting electricity, paying taxes, enforcing contracts, or labor market regulation? If you know the answer, just mark it and you hit a score. And if you do not know, you can just try it. And our answer to this question is option number 5, that is labor market regulation. So basically 11 areas of the life of a business are measured through this Doing Business report, and 10 of the areas were included this time. Only 1 area was excluded. Even last year it was excluded. So Doing Business though measure labor market regulation, but it was not involved in this year's ranking. So here is a kind of mind map. You can just go through it. That means the life of a business includes starting a business, then dealing with construction permits, getting electricity, registering property, getting credit. So you can just go through them once. These are the phases in the life of a business, right from starting it and to its successful operation. So you have to keep in mind, labor market regulation this year was not included for the ranking. And Doing Business report basically has 2 measures, that is Ease of Doing Business score and Ease of Doing Business ranking. So basically the score is calculated and then it is rounded off and made into the ranking. So just go through this once, and I've mentioned it here so that it becomes more clear to you that how the score and ranking are related. Okay, question number 4. Which of the following nations has topped the 10 economies which have improved the most across 3 or more areas in the year 2017 to 18? So in the past year, which of the following nations has topped in regards of the most improvement? Is it Afghanistan? Do you think it's China, India, Turkey, or Djibouti? So if improvement is there, that means the nations which are still improving has to be there, and our answer here is, it is Afghanistan. So these are the top 10 improvers according to the report, and Afghanistan has topped this list of the improvers, though India is also there at the position of the rank 5. So India is there at 5th position. Afghanistan has topped this ranking. So these economies basically all together have implemented a total of 62 business regulatory reforms, and basically it calculates the important things like the area of starting a business, getting credit, paying taxes. All these things are measured, and the 2 economies with the largest population, China and India, they have also demonstrated the impressive reforms agenda. Though China is ahead of India in this particular report, but China is also improving and India is also doing well in this particular report. So our last question from this lecture is, along with India, which of the following is the only economy to make to the list of 10 top improvers for the 2nd consecutive year? Again, an important question. So it tells us that India has been included in the list of top 10 improvers for the 2nd time, and you have to identify which of the following nations is accompanying India in this list for the 2nd consecutive year. Is it China? Is it Djibouti, Turkey, Togo, or Azerbaijan? And our answer here is option number 2, Djibouti. So these are the only 2 economies which have made it to the top 10 improvers for the 2nd consecutive year. So do not get confused with China, because although China is improving, but top 10 improvers list the consecutive year to are Djibouti and India. So like India, Djibouti has also introduced a lot of business regulatory reforms which were important, and it is the only country from the Middle East as well as North Africa to make it to this particular list. And India has already, we have discussed, taken so many important steps like streamlining business processes and several other initiatives, and the implementation of the GST was one such important initiative, and yes, that would be it. So just tally your score here, and just tell us how you guys are liking this video and what is your score. Are you able to learn some useful information from this particular video or not? So that's it, guys. So we have covered ease of doing business index and report as well, which are very important from the point of view of your examination. And in case you guys have any query related to the courses which are being offered by us or any other exam you want to know about, you can just drop us a mail at hello@edutab.co.in. Our website is given here, www.edutab.co.in. I recommend you to go and visit our website also. And our contact number is 8146207241. You can give us a call or even WhatsApp us as per your convenience. So that's it, guys. I hope that this video is useful to you, and if you like this video, please do like, subscribe and share it. And this is the link of our Telegram channel. You just need to go there and download the PDF of this lecture and all other lectures in this series, as it will be helpful for you to revise it later. So that's it, guys. I wish you all a very happy learning, and thank you for being here.